So today we're going to be doing just an everyday makeup look. I'm kind of going to take you through and show you what I do for my makeup each and every day with a little one. I kind of do a full face, but I do a little bit of a lighter full face. I feel like I don't do eyeshadow. I don't really do a whole lot of like eyeliner or anything like that. I just do a nude line underneath my eyes. So we will just go ahead and jump right on into that. So to start us off, I do my skincare obviously first. I use the original Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1%. My Clean Beauty Deep Hydration Facial Moisturizer with Rose Collagen and Hyaluronic Acid. This from Sierra's, and I've actually really been loving it. They pride themselves in all clean products, so I appreciated it. And I have very sensitive skin, so I try not to put too much on it, but I definitely need a moisturizer because I am working with dry skin. Next up, I'm going to be going in with primer. This is one of my holy grail primers. I feel like everybody is raving about this right now, but it is definitely a rave-worthy product. It is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm a fan of their e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in the summertime, just because my skin's not too dry, but it's not too oily, so this works great for me. However, I am in New York in the wintertime, so my skin is not liking this because it is just very, very dry. So I've had to switch it up, and this one, I can definitely say this is my favorite. I probably will not go back to the other one. I mean, it's still good. I just like more of a glowy, not wet, but like glowy, luminous makeup finish, and for me, this gives me that. Next up is foundation. I'm going in with two different foundations because one of them is a little too light for me and one of them is a little too dark for me. I go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Get it zoomed. The bottle is dirty. I need to clean it. It is in the shade Ivory Nude. This is, I believe this was bought as like a Christmas gift for me, and it was just a little light, so it's a really good foundation, and I didn't have the receipt, so I just wanted to go ahead and put some use into it. These two foundations together are a good pair. And I always make sure just to pull like my hair back just a little bit to make sure that I'm blending it into my scalp, because you never want to go out with a line just like that. And I don't know if you can tell, let me see if I can zoom in here. The coverage of that is pretty darn good. I had to turn the lighting down on my mirror because I felt like it was just giving too much of a white glow. However, did go ahead and finish that. And I'm gonna go in next with my concealer. Don't judge me, it's a little dirty because it always kind of squishes out the top, but it is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. I will tell you guys, this is an exact dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I was obsessed with the Tarte Shape Tape for years, and then I tried this one because a beauty guru that I watched ended up telling me like, go try this, this is amazing, the same stuff. It is literally the same thing, it's just packaged differently. I think this retails for like $6 or $8. So I just pop it into the corners of my eyes up here, and then I blend that out, and then I blend that kind of on my And the next step is I take my Airspun powder, the loose face powder, and this is in Translucent Extra Coverage. I love this stuff. I think I've used it since like high school. My beauty blender, the clean side, because I have the side I use for foundation and concealer, and then my clean side. I dip my clean side into the top, and I just go ahead and bake that under eye. Now I go back with that concealer because I am silly and forgot to put the rest of my concealer on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I just put a little bit right here on the top of my lip and then on my chin. I'm just gonna go in with a Morphe fluffy brush. Looks like this. Bring a little bit into the pan, swirl it like this, and then I just brush out, kind of set the rest of that face. I also brush away that highlighter. A lot of people prefer to leave it baking a little longer. I just don't see the point. I feel like once it sits on there for like a minute or two, like it's baked as long as it's gonna bake. We're gonna be going in with my Park Avenue Princess Tarte palette. This is one of my favorite bronzing and contour palettes I've ever used. It looks like this. As you can tell, I've used this to set quite a bit, and this is my main bronzing shade right here. Also, do not judge my bronzing brush, because I realize that having no handle means it's probably time to get rid of it. However, we are in a very committed relationship and I'm having a very hard time letting go. So until I find something that works just as good as this one, because this is the best one I've ever had, I'm hanging on to my no handle bronzing brush. And I make sure I brush that down my neck as well. Remember, don't forget to blend. If you guys hear Mason in the background, she is learning to use her voice and she loves it. Next up, I'm just gonna take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil powder. I have almost hit pan in it. I've had this for a while, it's rubbed off the back. Along my chin line, my cheekbone, really carve out that cheekbone. Bring it up to my forehead, contour the forehead, because you know girl got a big forehead. And then I just go on the sides of my nose and kind of just blend it up. Contour my nose out a little bit so you guys can see what I'm seeing. She's just over here playing with her toys. This is one of my all-time favorite Holy Grail blushes. It just has, the pigment is so good. It transfers onto your face so good. It doesn't transfer off of your face that well, which is great for me. This is from Avon. It is the Mark collection. And I don't remember what shade it is in. I would pop this out, but my nails will not let me. But it's just that really, really pretty coral shade. Alrighty, now I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is from Morphe as well. It's really good. I just kind of blend all that. I blend it up underneath and then I just dab it kind of at the top so that way it doesn't go too far up, but it blends it. Next we're going to go in with highlighter. My favorite highlighter is from ColourPop. It is in the shade Flexitarian. It's from their Super Shock Cheek Pearlized highlighter. That's what I was thinking of. But I'm just going to take that with a little brush like this. Usually you don't put cream on powders. This one you can get away with it. I literally just dab it just a little bit in there. You don't have to use much at all of this product. I just take that same highlighter and kind of carve out underneath my brow line just to give a little bit of highlight there. I'm going to be taking my Morphe palette and I'm going to take the shade Swipe Right, which is just, it's literally almost a pan. You probably can't see that. But Swipe Right, and then this shade is more of a pearl shade and that is Knockout. And I'm just going to pop those into the inner corners of my eyes just to give me a little bit of highlight there. I just pop them in there and I do this with my finger. You can do this with a brush. I just prefer my finger because I feel like I can get in there a little bit better. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see. Just to give a little bit of highlighted look right here. And I kind of just blend that like that. We're going to go in with a nude eyeliner. The one that I use is Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof in Silky Nude. I don't really have a preference on this. I just picked it up and I actually really like it. It's very creamy. It doesn't come off. It stays on throughout the day. And I just pop that into my waterline. We're gonna take that eyebrow gel that I was talking about, Morphe, and it is in the shade Blonde. I am gonna go ahead and do my mascara off camera. It's just easier for me to do it off camera, but I will show you the products that I'm using. The L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. It just looks like this. I use this primer. I let it dry just for about 30 seconds, not too dry, otherwise I've noticed it doesn't look as good. And then I go with the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is just the original one. And I go ahead and take that one and put that over, and I do about 2 to 3 coats just depending on what my eyelashes are looking like. So I will be right back. So I did go ahead and put my mascara on. I don't know if you can tell, but this is one of my favorites just because I feel like it gives it a lot of volume as well as length at the same time. The type of spoolie that it has, I don't know if you'd call it a spoolie, I'm not sure, but it's just really thin. It's thicker at the top and then it goes thinner. I feel like it just gets in there really well. I do use the KKW Beauty Lip Liner in Nude 0.5. This was recommended by one of my friends and I'm obsessed with it. I combine it with the MAC Creme de Nude. And I don't overline my lips. I just don't like it on me. I feel like I can tell. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I have tried it, but I just can't figure it out. I feel like I can always see it, but I'm very OCD and I pay attention to minor details, so I would be able to tell on anyone. And then I go in with that Creme de Nude MAC lipstick and I just pop that on top. This is the final look. This is one of my favorite go-to everyday makeup looks. I feel like it takes me no time at all. I can get it done in 10 to 15 minutes, or I can lengthen it out to 45 minutes if I'm watching my shows, because I watch a lot of my shows while I'm doing my makeup in the mornings. But this is it. If you guys liked it, just please go like, subscribe, and comment, and leave some ideas down in the comments below for my next video. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day.